Hi class, welcome. This is CISS 350 Disaster Recovery. My name is Payam Hojat and I'll be your instructor for this semester. Disaster recovery, what is it? So disaster recovery, essentially whenever your organization goes through a security incident, or actually any type of incident when there's downtime, whenever a system comes down, disaster recovery is pretty much that preparation phase, or being prepared with that preparation phase and being able to recover that specific system after an incident back to a production level state as quickly as possible to minimize downtime, resources, cost, and goodwill for your organization as a whole. Now this course specifically will go through the intricacies of the disaster recovery process and how to plan for when an incident does happen, right? You know, creating those objectives that you want to meet after an incident, specific metrics. And in this course specifically, you're going to have the opportunity to create your own disaster recovery plan and business continuity plan to kind of get a hands-on experience of what exactly that entails. Now, those are a few projects that we're going to be working on throughout the semester, and it's going to be one of your final projects to say, which you guys will do a presentation on, like you're presenting to the CEO or the secretary of your organization. But we'll get into that a little later. But just wanted to give you guys some foreshadowing that you will get some hands-on training and be able to see what it actually takes to create your continuity plans, your business recovery plans, and on a smaller scale, smaller fictitious scale. But anyways, that's a little summary of the course itself. Today, I'm just going to go through an overview video, okay, of how this class works. So it seems like you guys were all able to get a copy of the welcome letter. If you have not received the welcome letter in your email, please let me know. I'll go ahead and send it out to you guys, but it's also in Canvas if you guys need to. So this course is going to be online. We're going to mostly work through Canvas. All your assignments, all your reading, all your content, all done through Canvas, okay? So it kind of gives you guys the opportunity to, do it on your own pace, but this is a weekly course in terms of that there will be due dates set to kind of guide you through when everything is due. Even though it will be kind of on your own pace, but it will be on your own pace only weekly, all right? There's going to be set due dates for assignments, and you have to meet each of those deadlines. Otherwise, you will fall behind. And I'll go into that a little more in the syllabus, but just a heads up, I don't open up the additional class modules, weekly class modules ahead of time. I just want to state that up front. So you're going to have, this is an 8-week course, right? You're going to have one module open up pretty much each week with assignments, quizzes, and reading and video content that you have to review. Relatively straightforward class. But with that, we'll go ahead and get started. So as you can see here, this is the homepage of your course. ARC Spring 24, CISS 350, Lecture 12798. Hojat, my last name. All right. And then we have a couple buttons up here. These are some navigation buttons for you guys to get into. So before we get started, the best way to work on this class is every week is when you log in, go to modules. All right. Modules, it'll have all the different modules and every single listed item that you have to review. Okay? Don't try to go into assignments on the side or quizzes or discussions, all that stuff gets kind of jumbled up. So my recommendation for this course is whenever, each week when you log in and go to read your weekly content or do your assignment, go to modules, look at the weekly module that's up. For example, let's just say week 2, right? We'll have our overview, our videos, our quiz, and discussion board. Just hit them one by one, okay? One by one. But anyways, so let's see, where are we at? Going back to the home screen, right? Before we jump into the rest of the links up here, usually your home screen, the very first video up here will be my orientation or overview video of this course that I'm currently recording for you guys. So whenever you need to get a quick refresher of this course and how it works, the video will just be popped right up here, very front page, for you guys to watch. Now, meet your instructor, a little bit about me, right? Best way to contact me, here's my phone number. Office hours Wednesdays, 5 to 9 p.m. online, and then in person, 5 to 6 p.m. Natoma Center and 102. Okay, so the way I communicate to everyone in this course is through announcements, all right? So if you click here, you will be redirected to announcements, or you can just click up here, announcements on the left-hand side. There's no announcements right now, but every week I will create an overview video of what's in store for the week with different details, what to read, different assignments. And in that overview video, I'll post it up in the announcements page. All right. And anytime there's something significant that comes up that I need to communicate with you guys, I'll post it in the announcements as well. That's the best way that kind of contacts everyone at the same time. And make sure that your announcements, you're receiving email notifications from these announcements. Okay? Now going back to the home page, just in general, for communication purpose, while we're on the topic of communication, make sure you email me at hojatp@arc.losrios.edu right here for communication. All right. When you send me a question or something you want to discuss, make sure the subject line is CISS 350, your last name plus your first name. Okay. And any questions that are subject related will need to be first posted in the discussion board. So as a general sense, I have this support discussion board that's available to everyone. Whenever a topic about the class itself comes up, and I would like everyone to post that question into the support discussion board. And then for other students, for more of a communication, collaborative work effort, other students can come in, answer the question, and if they provide a helpful, insightful advice or answer that question, they'll receive some extra credit points. Additionally, this kind of works better because I am teaching 5-6 different classes, and I usually take between 24 to 48 hours to respond to an email. So if you need a quick response, there's more of you than me. So if someone responds back here, you'll immediately get your question answered. Additionally, if you do have questions, first come to the support discussion board because maybe another student already asked that question and someone already responded to it. So it's kind of like a win-win situation in terms of you'll get your question answered quickly, and the other person will also get an extra credit point for just coming in and responding, right? Now, for administration questions, feel free to reach out to me, email me directly, and I will advise you to avoid emailing me via this inbox up here. I respond better when you email me directly. That's just because my emails, I get pop-ups for my emails more frequently. Okay. Going over some important dates for the 2024 semester. January 13th is when class starts. Last day to drop a class, 17th. 22nd is last day to enroll. February 23rd, last day to drop with a W. March 8th is the last day to petition for a pass, no pass, and last day of class. All right. So now that we went through the first part of the home screen, we'll jump back. Announcements will take you to announcements, syllabus to syllabus, and then start here. It's pretty much modules, but start here will take you to the very first module. All right. So one thing I want to let everyone know is that there will be no book for this, or you will not be required to purchase any type of material for this course. I got you. I found a PDF version of our book, so you don't have to go buy something. I know it's kind of inflation, economy, everything's a little more expensive these days. I want to save as much money as for you guys as possible. So, found a PDF book for you guys. Feel free to use it while you're going through some of this coursework. So, like I mentioned before, you want to come into modules and start off with the weekly module. So for week 1, we will have 2 modules. One's the course orientation, module 0, and then the week 1, introductory to disaster recovery. All right. So starting off in module 0, we're going to have the very first one as the welcome video, which I'm recording right now. Once you press next, we'll have the welcome letter. Okay. So the welcome letter is pretty much what I sent out to everyone, I believe last week. So it kind of gives you a course overview of exactly what's happening, some of the requirements, and what's in store for this class itself. Please let me know if you have any questions. And it does go over, that support discussion board, the way to contact me, and what's due for the first week of class. So for the first week of class, you must finish module 1 and 0. Otherwise, you may be dropped because there's a lot of students waiting for this to get into this class, because this is a required class for getting your cybersecurity certificate. Now, about the class itself, it's an 8-week course. It's a 3-unit course, 8 weeks. CISS 350 disaster recovery, right? Like I mentioned, first day of instruction is January 13th. In this course, it's an intermediate level class. You need some prior experience of cybersecurity. This course will provide you the skills and information needed to assess the threat landscape of an organization and identify critical information systems and how to bring them up to a production level state after a disaster or incident. The main goal of this course is for students to understand the processes and procedures that need to be in place for IT to continue business operations for their organization with as little downtime as possible. All right. And hopefully you guys read through this. I won't go through it again, but if you have any questions, please let me know. And we can go ahead and press next. Now, a little bit about me. I used to go to American River College. I went to Sac State, born and raised in Sacramento. All right. Have a degree in management information systems, got my master's in cybersecurity. Used to be a CISO over the Department of Toxic Substance Control. Was the statewide incident commander for Department of Technology. Now I'm the chief of security risk and governance over California. So I've had my roles throughout cybersecurity, plenty of certifications out there. But all in all, I have a wide array of networking and security background. In my free time, I do enjoy, just biking, working out, and kind of being nerdy, playing around with different security tools and, computers. So let me know if you have any questions about about if you're curious to know a little bit more about cybersecurity or want to just pick my brain, feel free to reach out. I love being guiding students, or if you guys are looking for a mentor, I'm more than happy to do so. Love to see success and growth within the students. So do not hesitate to reach out. I'm looking forward to meeting all of you. So now the syllabus itself. So the syllabus can be found on this Introduction to Syllabus page. And we'll go ahead and open it right now. We'll go through the course syllabus in a little briefly. So something to note is that this is a living document. So at any time, this syllabus may change. Now, I will let you guys know if there is any changes to the syllabus itself. And I'll make sure I communicate that out to you. I'll do it maybe 1 or 2 times, but after that is your responsibility to ensure that you understand those changes that were made. And I'm not going to try to trick you or flip things around last minute. Sometimes it's just those little things here and there. If like the points need to be adjusted or something like that, or I need to remove an assignment, then the syllabus might change, but it's pretty well structured. Now we'll go through this course syllabus, right? We discussed already CISS 350, the class number. We went over my office hours. First day of class, the 13th, online. This is a 3-unit course, no prerequisites. Advisory 310, network security fundamentals. 54 hours of lecture. Okay. Learning objectives, to analyze and discuss standard techniques for data recovery, assess risks in the enterprise computing environment, plan and compose enterprise scale disaster recovery systems, create business management policies and procedures for DR, formulate roles and responsibilities across the departments, prepare inter-organizational management relationships, assess and formulate data recovery procedures, describe disaster recovery policies, construct a mock disaster recovery scenario, define prioritized business and operational needs, and then compose comprehensive data recovery disaster procedures to support business operations. Like I mentioned, textbooks, none. Some brief, accidentally went over it, but we do have the book. So already, the ebook already defined there. So course topics for the week, as we scroll down. Week 1, we're going to do kind of like an introductory to disaster recovery. Week 2, strategies for recovery. Week 3, detection and decision making. 4, response strategies. 5, recovery. 6, operation and maintenance. 7, business continuity and crisis management. And then final week, your final exam and project. Now, I do want to mention that this course is more business oriented in terms of security. Yeah, we have technical, but we also have the business side of things. This is more of the governance side, preparation, risk management, privacy side, right? That's all more of the business side. The technical side, that's when you get nitty gritty with some of those ethical hacking tools, dealing with networking, or scripting. So this, usually in the business disaster recovery side, it's more of the business side. So just a heads up. So even if you're not that technically savvy, you still can be a very successful cybersecurity professional, because there's 2 sides to it. You can do business, or you can do some of the technical stuff. The technical stuff, more puzzle solving, especially if you're in the operations center. But business, you do a lot of writing and being able to assess risk and communicating and policy creation. So a lot of great communication skills. And actually something we'll go into is that communication is the number 1 key, most important item when it comes to incident response and disaster recovery. Now, personal requirements. I recommend planning on spending 8 to 12 hours a week on this course. You need some internet access, microphone, and headphones. You don't need a microphone to say, but you do need headphones if you're going to be out in a loud place, or if you're just doing it at home. Perfect. You will need a Word editor or some type of typing editor. there is quite a bit of writing in this class, so be prepared. I'm just going to forewarn you right now. You won't see it in the first, second, or third weeks, but once we hit the fourth, fifth, sixth weeks, there's a lot of writing. And because you are actually developing a business disaster recovery plan and a business continuity plan, so it's going to take a minute, all right? So you just have to be a little more patient, but there's a lot of writing in this class, all right? So how this course works, essentially every week you'll log in to Canvas, potentially a few times a week. You'll read the textbook, you'll watch any videos that I provide, you'll review the slides. Reviewing the slides is probably one of the most important things you can do, okay? The slides are actually going to be what's on the final exam. Just a heads up. After that, do any assignments, whether it's a discussion board or a writing assignment. And then take your module, I don't want to say module, but your chapter quizzes. All right? It's relatively pretty structured, nothing, out of the ordinary. You know, you just review your content, do your assignments, take your quiz, you know, that's about it. Communication, we kind of went over this. Make sure that you communicate to me using, first about the course itself, plop it in the discussion board, support discussion board. If you don't get an answer after a day or so, reach out to me. Any administration questions, directly reach out to me. I will post a weekly overview video Mondays at 10 a.m. the start of each week. So all assignments are going to be posted on Monday, 10 a.m. And then all assignments are going to be due for that week at Sunday, 11:59 p.m. Now, course policies. I do not accept late work, right? This is, you guys are in college. There are set due dates, and you have to meet those due dates. You don't go into work and say, hey, oops, I was not able to meet the deadline for work. You know what's going to happen? You're going to get fired. I'm just being frank with you, okay? So make sure that you hit your due dates. Plan your time wisely. Time management is very key, okay? Not only for academically, but for your professional career, all right? I'm trying to prepare you guys for when you leave college to be able to stand on your own out in the real world. I know life gets the best of us, but everyone has something going on in their lives. I don't want to say, like, everyone has a lot of pressures, external pressures, just things going on. So, you know, it'll be hard, but I'm here for you guys. So if you need anything, feel free to reach out. Don't hesitate. I'll be here step by step along your way so I can help guide you and make sure you get through this class. Now, attendance is mandatory. Attendance, when I bring up attendance, I'm specifically saying that you have to log into the class. You have to, every week, you have to do your assignments. You have to do your quizzes, right? If I don't see participation without communication, you will be dropped. Any discussion boards, I expect netiquette. It's a proper way of communicating to your peers over the internet. No cyberbullying allowed. No hostility. No, harassment. You will be kicked out of my class. I have a zero tolerance policy on that. Okay? And you will be sent, I will report you to the dean. All right? So be respectful. We're all in a place of vulnerability we're all learning. We're all trying to better ourselves. It doesn't mean you can be standoffish and you're not better than any one specific person. All right. We all come from different experiences, backgrounds, histories, and we're all trying to be a better person. Okay. Evaluation for this course, 150 points. This is how it breaks down. If you have DSPS, feel free to reach out to me. I'll more than happy to provide your accommodations. I personally was part of DSPS, so I know where you're coming from. Okay. Course schedule. This is kind of how the course will be broken down to, and this is kind of the important dates. All right. That's kind of the course syllabus. Let me know if you need help with anything. More than happy to explain or go over anything that may arise, or if you have any questions. Now, something I forgot to mention. There's a plagiarism checker in the back end of all your assignments. You'll get a 0 for plagiarism. Your first and final warning. Okay? If you would, I highly recommend you guys watch this video, just because it's fun. And kind of goes over and makes fun of plagiarism. It's a pretty funny skit by SNL. I always show it to my class. So, especially the ones I teach in person, but feel free to watch it. You don't have to. It's not required, but you might get a kick out of it. This is a course syllabus which we just went through. Our learning outcomes. So this is a list of all our learning outcomes which we will learn over the next 8 weeks. Now, you have a syllabus quiz, 5 points, easiest 5 points that you should be able to get in this class. You have 2 attempts, relatively easy. It's due January 21st, 1 week after the start of the class. It kind of gives me a sense of who's in it for this class and who's probably going to drop. So if you don't complete it, you're probably going to get I might drop you from the class if you don't reach out. Okay. Next. So for Module 0, I do have an assignment. This is a student introductions. So with an online class, it does become a little difficult. There's always pros and cons, right? One of the cons is you don't get to really communicate and work with your peers. You're not able to network as well. So that's kind of like an icebreaker to kind of introduce yourself to your different classmates. It's a little bit about you, an introduction of, why you're taking this class, what your plan is, your experience, what you like to do in your spare time, and a fun little question. What if you could choose 2 celebrity parents, who would they be, dead, fictional, or alive? Just some fun, tasteful ways to break the ice with your peers. Whenever there is a discussion with your fellow classmates, it is required that you respond to at least 2 other classmates every single time. Otherwise, you will only be able to get up to half credit. Okay? So it's really, really important you read the assignment in full, and that all discussion boards have at least 2 responses to at least 2 other students to receive full credit. Okay? And this assignment due at 11:59 p.m. January 21st. Like I mentioned, assignments start on a Monday, and then they go to that Sunday for that week, and they're due at 11:59 p.m. All right, going into Module 1. So the start of each week, I will have a overview page. This overview page will kind of describe what's in store for this week. In addition to that, I will also have an overview video. So by Monday, 10 a.m. of each week, I'll have an overview video, and your weekly module will open up for you to be able to go into that week's content and assignments and complete them. All the assignments and contents will be due at that Sunday. Okay? So an overview page will kind of look like this. It'll go over your learning objectives, your tasks, the total amount of points that are up for grabs, the due dates, and it kind of breaks down how each task is going to be broken up into per points that you can earn. Okay? So for week 1, we're pretty much just going to do through the course orientation, do the go through the syllabus, and then for assignments, you'll have your syllabus quiz, which we already discussed, the student introduction discussion board, which we went over in the prior page, and then you'll have your assignments of reading chapters 1 and 2 with the slides, and then take your module 1 week 1 quiz. It's going to be over module or chapters 1 and 2. It's going to be worth 5 points, and I'll go into that in a little bit. Okay, so you have 20 points up for grabs. 5 points for the quiz, syllabus quiz, 10 points for the introduction discussion board, and then 5 points for your module 1 quiz. Okay. And in addition to that, I kind of described briefly what's expected for the class. We're reading chapter 1, like I mentioned. Read chapter 2 is where we start to deep dive into how disaster recovery works. There's no video for chapter 2, just a heads up. So that's kind of how it is. Okay, next page. So the next few pages, these are going to be your PowerPoint slides. So we have chapter 1 right here, and then we have chapter 2 right here. Okay, so please review these slides. In addition to that, please read your chapter book, your 2 chapters for chapters 1 and 2 in your Whitman Principles of Incident Response and Disaster Recovery. This is going to be the very first PDF module called PDF book right here. I would recommend just downloading it, the original, just download it so you don't have to download it or open it every single time. Once it's on your desktop, you can easily open it up without waiting and then just start reading. And if you want, you can download it on your iPad or tablet, so when you go to sleep, it'll help you fall asleep, right? So yeah, with reviewing the slides, go ahead and read the chapters as well. I'd actually recommend reading the chapters in advance and then reviewing the slides to make sure you pick up on some of those topics, maybe like to jog your memory. Now this week we don't have any videos, but following weeks we will. And then in addition to that, we have our Module 1 quiz. So Module 1 quiz, it's going to be over chapters 1 and 2. Open book quiz, 120 minutes to complete it. You'll have 1 attempt, highest score counts. Which, 1 attempt is the highest score. This quiz will be worth 5 points. But anyways, after the Module 1 quiz, that's all I really have. We go into week 2 overview. So with that kind of wraps up the course overview, introduction video, welcome video for the class, CISS 350 Disaster Recovery. Let me know if you have any questions. More than happy to answer them. I'm really looking forward to getting to know each and every single one of you. With that, I wish everyone a wonderful semester. Hopefully you guys get into all your classes. Looking forward to it. And please let me know if you have any questions. With that, I'll sign off, and I'll see you guys next week. Thanks. Bye.